The good news is that people are living much longer. The bad news is that the European Union's 27 member states are not prepared for the associated economic consequences. Many countries are already struggling to meet state pension, health and social housing costs, but that problem is projected to get a lot worse. At a conference in Brussels, European Commissioner Tonio Borg has been talking about the need for governments to spend their health budgets intelligently. Other experts say countries have been slow to face up to the challenges.
No, they're not doing enough at the moment, but I think they're starting to realise that they need to do things differently. I speak to a lot of our member states and I think universally they see this as an issue they need to address, but they're looking for some very practical solutions and solutions where there's good evidence that this is what works and what will be sustainable.
Looking ahead to 2006, it's estimated that 29.5% of the population will be aged 65 or more. The number of people aged 80 or more will have tripled. If action isn't taken to reverse current trends, there will be 19 million fewer workers in the EU.
If you have the capacity to work longer, if you have a contribution to make, which the majority of people have, then that opportunity should be available to them. No matter what the circumstances, if you don't plan for what is inevitable, then you are eventually going to end up in.
Analysts say some EU countries are doing better than others on this issue, but collectively they are failing. Right now in the EU, only half of all 60-year-olds are still working. The European Commission says this is simply unsustainable, and unless more action is taken by EU countries like retirement age changes and radical pension reforms, the ability to meet the future needs of an ageing population will be seriously undermined. Jerome Hughes, Press TV, Brussels.